Coming up in the morning edition, more protests in Haiti puts the Bahamas on high alert to migration. Immigration speaks to a controversial video, and more roadworks underway. It's a fabulous Tuesday, and I hope everyone is bright-eyed and bushy-tailed as you start your morning. Good morning, and welcome to the morning edition. I'm Jimanita Swain. Just so you know whether you will have to pack that raincoat or open your sunroof in your car, Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean is standing by with a check on the weather. Good morning, Basil.
Good morning, Jimanita. A fabulous day weather-wise. We're getting started with just a few clouds, courtesy of our ZS Tower Cam overlooking the Paradise Island Bridge there. And as we go to our satellite picture, it simply confirms that we're going to have a pretty nice day with lots of sunshine in the mix. Very few clouds, as you can see on our satellite picture. Outside of our studios, we have a temperature of 73 degrees, relative humidity at 88%, easterly winds at 7 miles per hour, the barometric pressure 1,022.1 millibars, that's 30.18 inches, and it is steady. Temperatures around the islands this morning, 73 at Grand Toll Key and Freeport Marsh Harbor at 74 degrees as we take you into the Berry Islands, 75, 73 degrees in Bimini, 75 in Harbour Island, Roxanne, Eleuthera, Otterstown, Cat Island at 76, also Staniel Key, Kemp Space, St. Andros, and Fresh Creek in Central Andros, all at 76 degrees. In San Salvador, 78, Rum Key at 76 degrees, in Clarencetown, Long Island, Ragged Island, and Crooked Island, 78. 77 in Betsy Bay and Ackles, also Matthew Town, Niagara, and the Turks and Caicos Island, around on a temperature profile at 77 degrees. Your boating forecast for today for all areas, southeast winds at 12 to 18 knots. Those wave heights, they're going to be increasing 3 to 6 feet over the ocean, with your high tide taking place at 7:18 this morning. That's going to do it for your first look at weather, the morning edition. Stay tuned. Your forecast for today and tonight still ahead.
Well, thanks, Basil. It looks like a beautiful day is shaping up. But of course, everyone, including motorists, want to know how traffic is shaping up on the streets. So, of course, joining us now live is Vaughn Albury, who's standing by. Good morning, Vaughn.
Good morning, Jimanita. Good morning to everyone. We are on East Street, just north of the intersection at Robinson Road. Quite a busy time of day because so many persons are making their way north along East Street. With me, Sergeant Jerome Thompson of the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Sergeant Thompson, you've been observing, and I have. There are not any designated jitney stops outlined. Where do they stop? Because I see them stopping anywhere along here at this intersection.
Good morning to you. Good morning, Bahamas. That is a pressing issue and a continuous issue for us. There are not many bus stops outlined and clearly marked.
So what should, I mean, because, you know, if I catch in the jitney, I'm on Robinson Road and I'm running toward the intersection at East Street, I want to get to work. I can hail that jitney down.
And that is an issue. These bus drivers, they need to exercise more common sense because don't let $1.25 cost you $80 for hindering the flow of traffic, or even $100 for causing obstruction of traffic.
And advice to jitney passengers.
The passengers is not the problem.
No, but I want that bus to stop in front of me.
Well, it'll be on the bus driver if he wants to incur a fee of $80 or $100 and be placed before the court for stopping at a place that is not designated to be a bus stop. That is an offense as well.
And there are a lot of roads repaved and new roads, so that might be a challenge going forward.
It is indeed a challenge. We spoke to some officials from the Ministry of Works sometime last week, and we mentioned that most of these new roadways, especially Prince Charles Drive and Blue Hill Road, north from the roundabout at Robinson Road, they have bus stops, but there's no place for the bus to pull off the street to collect their passengers. And that is a challenge for us because right in the area of NIB, there's a bus stop, but there's no place to pull off the road. And we spoke to them where they need to have areas for the bus to pull off the street, where they can accommodate at least 3 to 4 buses at a time on the bus stop.
Well, we look forward to that improvement in terms of the flow of traffic on our roadways. Thank you so much, Sergeant Thompson. And we were talking about boiled fish. Because he said, boy, I could eat a nice grouper now. Me too. What about you, Jimonita? Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Juan. That grouper sounds good. Now to news in the morning edition. The government has taken countermeasures to curb illegal landing among Haitian migrants amidst politically driven violence in Haiti. Repatriations have been put on hold, and officials are looking to tighten border controls in anticipation of an influx. Another round of protests have hit Haiti as political discourse gives way to violence, and Haitian President Jovenel Moïse rejects calls to step down. The frequency of boat landings on Bahamian shores of late signals internal fallout, along with government's decision to place repatriations on hold for now.
A waiting and watching mode to see how things and if things can settle down so we can resume repatriations. In the interim, I can tell you that we are talking to some people on the ground in Haiti to see how quickly we can resume repatriation. The Defense Force and security services are on high alert. Of course, the United States Coast Guard is intimately involved with the Defense Force and police officers of the Bahamas through Operation Turks and Caicos, Bahamas Turks and Caicos, which is also involved in the fight against illegal migration.
Well, the Foreign Affairs Minister, the Honorable Darren Henfield, says he's in regular contact with Haitian officials and looks forward to CARICOM talks in St. Kitts next week to strategize solutions to the discord. Anticipating increased migration, a temporary detention center will be set up in the country's southern border in Inagua.
Yeah, we have established a temporary detention center in Maputan and Agua, which will be replete with all of the necessary ministries and agencies to cause that center to function. We are hoping that we do not see an extraordinary increase in migration from Haiti, but with the level of unrest, we are uncertain at this time what might happen.
Now to other news, the Immigration Department is giving its side over a controversial video circulating on social media purportedly of its officers apprehending a male of Haitian descent in Eleuthera. The department says on February 15, 2019, Immigration and Royal Bahamas Police Force officers in the Eleuthera district conducted an island-wide apprehension exercise. As a result, while in the area of Palmetto Point, Eleuthera, the male in question was cautioned and arrested after he was unable to provide the officers with identification showing his legal status in the Bahamas. In an effort to secure the male in question, officers placed him in the department's vehicle, a Hyundai Tucson hatchback, taking him to a larger, more secured vehicle less than 2 minutes away from his place of arrest. All persons, including the male in question, were transported to Governor's Harbor's police station for further processing. The department is rejecting any suggestion that an illegal act was committed. Well, the Ministry of Works, along with Bill Simmons Construction and Heavy Equipment Company, informs residents of West Bay Street and the general public that milling of existing asphalt surface on West Bay Street between Blake Road and Tropical Gardens will begin today between 9:30 and 4:30 and 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. on Wednesday. Resurfacing of the road with new asphalt will commence shortly after completion of the milling operations. This work is expected to last for 8 to 10 weeks. To facilitate the work, there will be traffic diversions, road closures, and other traffic management measures implemented through the means of signs, cones, and flagmen. The motoring public is advised to minimize use of this area during this period if possible. However, if you must use this area, please observe all traffic management measures to ensure your safety, the safety of other road users, and of course, the site team. Well, stay tuned. There's more to come. You're watching the Morning Edition with the St. John's Entrepreneur Expo coming up. Welcome back. Georgetown Exuma is soon to be buzzing with activity as the Bahamian Music and Heritage Festival is set to take that island by storm, that is. Kennedy Campbell Moss, Manager of Events Communication onshore at the Ministry of Tourism, joins us on the Morning Edition. Good morning, Kennedy. Are you going to give us some more details about this Festival. Tell us why people should keep supporting it. I know Exuma is beautiful, but why should we support it?
Exuma is beautiful. Of course, this is our signature event at the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism and Aviation. Exuma Music and Heritage Festival has been a staple for us. It's also an opportunity for persons in the community to experience something that's different. For those of us that live in New Providence, for us to come down and actually taste what the heritage is like, whether it be food, whether it be demonstration, whether it be music, it's something different for all of us. The event will take place Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Of course, there's a small fee.
What are some of the key features of it? Well, we know you can't get away with not paying some money somewhere, but what are some of the key features of the festival?
The key features, of course, would be the entertainment. We have a lot of entertainment that's going to happen at the actual regatta site proper. So it's going to be something different for everyone. It's for family, it's for lovers, it's for friends. If you want to come out and have just a different time on a different island, there are many different islands that we can hip and hop to in terms of islands of the Bahamas. So we want persons to come out and enjoy Exuma and have something different to do. There's a lot of musical entertainment, like I mentioned. We have Natasha Lewis-Robinson, Harmonious Praise, Simeon Alton. We have the Rhythm Band, Veronica Bishop, Gino D, Tropical Breeze. So there's a lot of entertainment that's happening, along with demonstrations that happen throughout the day. There are a lot of heritage games, things for children to do, things for adults to do. So it's a multitude of things happening on Exuma.
Well, it sounds like a very fun event to attend, but obviously festivals like this one is important. So how does it benefit the economy of Exuma?
Well, it definitely benefits the economy of Exuma when you look at the fact that we have to have things that are put in place. We need tenting, we need chairs, we need tables, we need lighting equipment, we need sound, we need engineers. We have to make sure that the grounds are maintained. We need porta potties. It's a trickle-down effect, and of course the food is there. So persons are coming to purchase food. The fishermen get a taste of what exactly is happening. You have to purchase your wares. The grocery stores are packed. The lodging accommodations. In terms of persons actually renting vehicles to get to and from. Those are the types of things that generate extra income within the community itself.
So a definite boost for the economy. But I know that you're telling domestic visitors to go. But how popular is this festival with foreign visitors?
It is extremely important, and it's festive for the actual visitors. You must remember that, of course, there's a huge boating community that docks in Exuma. So persons would have come from far and wide. They would have docked their vessels. They come on shore. They participate in exactly what's happening on the activity for that particular island. So it's a huge amalgamation of culture and festival for locals and for visitors. And then you have to remember that some persons plan their vacation directly around the Exuma Music and Heritage Festival.
And just for those persons who may not have had this on their calendar, just recap for us the dates of the event. We know there's going to be great music and, of course, food, but just remind.
And I'm going to be there as well. So, of course, it's March 7th through the 9th in beautiful Georgetown, Exuma. It's going to be a fabulous time, so we want to make sure that everybody comes out and has a wonderful time. We're on regatta site proper. This is a new site for us. The wind, the sea, the beauty is at your back, so we want you to come out and have a wonderful time.
Well, candidate Campbell Moss, thanks so much for being with us on the morning edition. All the best with the festival. It sounds like it's going to be a great evening, event.
Thank you so much.
Well, the Business Department at St. John's College hosted its first Entrepreneurial Expo on Monday, with students getting first-hand business experience. Eager students, of course, put those business skills to the test.
Our students apply for their business license. If they were selling food, they had to go through with their health certificate also, and they have to list their ingredients and the possible allergens. For example, like if you're allergic to peanuts or shell food, they have to list all those things as well.
Roughly 40 students applied to sell items that range from baked goods to books, body mist and oils, candied apples, even cotton candy. Many of the items went like hotcakes at the first break. The Business Department hosted the Entrepreneurial Expo with a view of students gaining hands-on business skills. Middle school head Christina Knoll says the department is preparing students to operate their own businesses.
We showed them how to calculate their profit and loss, how to ensure that you make a profit, because obviously that's the goal of it. And then we also identified for them where they're going to be set up. We asked them to do menus.
Anaya Pratt and Felicity Stewart offered body sprays and oils for sale and seemed to have a steady flow of customers.
It's been going good. A lot of people are interested in the body oils and the sprays, and they like it.
And so why did you decide to go with this particular product today?
Because it's different from everyone who's doing it and it stands out to the crowd.
All of the students had to have their business licenses. Jamaja Evans says the process was fairly simple.
The business license itself was $5 to get it printed, laminated, and for you to get it around your neck. It was $5 for the whole process. And you have to have your name, your business name, and your business number.
Kaylin Johnson says her company looked at popular items to sell.
In the enterprises, we have decided to sell homemade drinks like regular iced tea, ginger iced tea, strawberry lemonade, raspberry lemonade, and so on. We decided to sell salty and pickled sausages because certain people like those kind of stuff. We sell biscuits and chips.
Well, it was definitely a good venture. I know that you're a giant, so you did miss a great time.
You and Randy got something off your bucket list because when Keisha and I speaking about St. John's here in the newsroom, you guys do feel left out, so you finally got a chance to be among royalty. Listen to me.
I am a St. George's. Jaguar will always be.
Y'all have done something in life that y'all wanted to do, and that was to be in the atmosphere of St. John's.
I hear you. It was a great time. I had a good time with them yesterday.
All right, so we're going to do some more St. John's because yesterday they went over to the Kendall Isaacs Gym and
they hooped it up.
Yes.
All right. Well, you're watching the morning edition. There is definitely more to come.
Good morning once again. Lots of basketball to get to, but first, some unfinished business in private school basketball championships. St. John's and Sauk senior girls meeting in the decisive game number 3 at the Kendall G. Isaacs Gym. The Giants led 19-17 after 1 and kept the Big Red Machine at bay, never trailing from that point. Calvin Spence lit up the nets for a game at 12, and Christina Richardson added 11 as the Jolly Green Giants got revenge on the team that beat them in last year's championship.
Today's victory means a lot to me because this is my first title, first BAISS title since I came to St. John's. Last year we lost to the same team, same players by 1 point, and this year we wanted to prove that we are the best team, and we did.
Our offense was really slunking in the first two games, so what we did, we came out and we run some new players yesterday and some new stock drills, and we execute properly today. The defense was awesome. They never let us down all season long. This defense was awesome for the last 2 years. These girls was playing in tournaments and winning, and came here tonight and did a wonderful job. And I must say, I thank God for this opportunity and for this victory tonight.
Junior boys and the Falcons of Princeville never looked back in this one as well, flying out to a 17-4 lead on the Comets of Queens College. They led 26-18 at the half, was ready to celebrate from the end of the third with a 41-28 lead, and they go on to win 55-38. Michael Johnson poured in a game by 30 in the win. Ahmad Evans had 10 for the Comets.
Offense wasn't really the thing going into this game. Our main thing was our defense, all right, and we execute that just how we wanted to.
Now let's go over to the AFR Legion, the 37th annual Hugh Campbell basketball tournament. They are off and running. And in the first game of the day, the C.R. Walker Knights started off slow against the Saints of Kingsway, who led 12-8 after 1. Second half, all Knights going on a mini spurt here and there to pull off the 57-42 win.
Just had to find our rhythm. We started off a little sluggish because of like you said, the long break. But once we came out of halftime, we got it going. I speed the pressure up, and the guys started to respond.
It was a busy day for Coach Ernest Sanders after leading the junior boys to that win in the BISS. He flew over to the gym. They had to get off to a slow start against Mount Carmel, but that was the only problem they had in the first quarter as they applied the pressure, converted easy baskets, and opened tournament play with a 50-22 blowout.
There's a lot of things we got to really reiterate. We got to enforce some more things, put some more things in, because, hey, Campbell is a very competitive stage. This year is very competitive. There's nobody outstanding, no highlighted team, but they are good teams. Everybody on the same level.
And in the final game of the night, Zion in the green came out throwing everything but the kitchen sink at Anatole Rogers Timberwolves. Anatole then went into beast mode and went up by as many as 15 at one point, only to see Zion come back. In the end, the Timberwolves will hold on for the 43-37 win.
Usually we have a slow start, but they came out very aggressive. Obviously, we got up to a good start, and I hope we continue it on through the few Campbell tournament. We're trying to get some guys who don't have much playing time into the game. Obviously, we had the game in control, so we weren't really worried about it.
Another heavy schedule of games tonight. The feature game tonight, the CC Spitting Cobras taking on the private school champs, St. John's College, 8 o'clock tip-off. I'll be in the gym for that.
In our final look at weather with no cold fronts in sight anytime soon, you'll have to brace yourselves for some warm daytime temperatures, so make sure you're taking lots of liquid during the daytime. Our satellite picture showing just a few clouds working its way across the central Bahamas, and that will be moving up the chain into the northwest Bahamas during the course of the day. Our forecast called for partly sunny and breezy conditions today, the high temperature around 82 degrees, and tonight we're looking at partly cloudy, a shower or two in spots, and temperatures will remain a bit mild during the nighttime, around 72 degrees for your low temperature. The extended weather forecast, some 80s right through the cycle, and those nighttime temperatures we told you in the 70s, but we start getting back into some 60s as of Sunday, and that will take us into the early part of next week. Juanita?
Thanks, Basil. That's going to do it for the morning edition. Make sure to tune in at 6 for the start of our national newscast. For all of us here, make it a great day, everyone. I'm Jimenita Swing.